So I've seen a lot of these Facebook posts, and I'm sure you've seen them too, and they're not just on Facebook, they're pretty much everywhere, where some headline happily exclaims, Russian vodka removed from shelves of bars in this country, or Russian potatoes not eaten here, or changing the name of poutine to Ukraine, or I don't actually know what they renamed it, but essentially there's a lot of xenophobia going around uh, with concerns to Russia. And does it make sense for people to want to be upset at Russia and to want to feel like they can do something? Yes, of course it does. The government of Russia and the military of Russia have done terrible things, right? And we, as regular people, we want to feel like we have some ability to, to exercise our frustrations in the world in a meaningful way, right? And oftentimes this kind of looks like it can do good. But this is a really bad idea, right? Not only because polls have come out of Russia during the very beginning of the war. I'm sure these numbers have changed, saying that at least 50% of the population is not in favor of this conflict whatsoever. But also, and more importantly, most of the Russians are innocent bystanders here. And by the way, in a lot of cases, that means the soldiers too. In what's interesting is that captured Russians. There are reports recently that captured Russian soldiers are admitting to the Ukrainian jailers that they thought they'd be greeted as liberators. And by the way, quick pause here. For any soldiers that might be listening to me or anyone like me, if anyone in command ever tells you the words "you'll be greeted as liberators," it's a lie. They're lying to you. You're not going to be greeted as liberators. You're going to be fiercely resisted. The being greeted as liberators thing has literally never been true. It wasn't true in the Falkland Islands. It wasn't true in Iraq. It wasn't true in any other system. It has been in any other situation in which that language has been used. It has never been true. Ever, 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 ever been true that soldiers will be greeted as liberators. Soldiers don't bring liberation for the most part. They bring death and destruction, right? Perhaps the only time that I can think of that soldiers were greeted as liberators was in World War II, because there were people literally in death camps. But that's probably it. There probably isn't any other reason that soldiers would be greeted as liberators. So let's just let's just ignore that. And if you hear that from someone, just know they're lying to you. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yes, ordinary Russians. So most Russians are innocent bystanders in this, and there are very few Russians who are actually actively fueling, no pun intended, the war effort. And so those are petro oligarchs and billionaires who have great influence in the Russian government, who aren't necessarily tied to oil, right? So minerals, coal barons, oil barons, um, owners of large natural resource companies. Those are the types of people who are actively creating problems for the Ukrainian people by their support of Putin, who is using the Russian military to, create problems in Ukraine. So, saying things, and I saw this on TV too, like kick Russian students out of the US. Like, no, don't do that. The Russians don't want this. And even if a Russian person is in favor of this, right? Worst case scenario, they're all gung ho about this. It still doesn't make sense to use that as an excuse to hate all things Russian. It doesn't make any sense. I'm part Russian. Do you hate me because of that? Like, it's just dumb. It's just really stupid. And more importantly than it just being stupid is you are not meaningfully helping anyone with this nonsense. What you're doing is you're showing how limited the imagination of individuals are as they have these conversations on the world stage, where all of a sudden we say Russia good or Russia bad or Ukraine good or Ukraine bad. It's not that simple. And to talk about it that way and to make these broad general assumptions creates xenophobia and is also just super small minded. Like, if your reaction to the conflict in Ukraine was to stop buying Russian vodka, you lost the plot. You just aren't you're not making a difference. I'm sorry, you're just not. What you are doing is you are finding an excuse for xenophobia. Whether you harbored that xenophobia beforehand or not, that's on you. I can't say whether you did or didn't, but that's all it is. It's just a manifestation of xenophobia to people who are not deserving of it. Not that anybody is, of course, but it doesn't make a difference. It hurts people, and we should stop doing it. So, if you drink Russian vodka, enjoy Russian vodka. If you like Russian recipes or Russian dishes or whatever, keep enjoying them. If you like Russian restaurants, keep enjoying them, because truthfully, they're not going to them is going to hurt regular Russian people who have nothing to do with this, and is not going to hurt the Russian war effort, which has nothing to do with your favorite Russian restaurant. Okay, so keep using Russian dressing, keep drinking Russian vodka. You're not helping the war effort by stopping doing that things. So don't do it.
Thanks for watching this video, guys. If you liked it, throw a like on it, share with your friends, and subscribe for more of our content. You can also find all of our videos and clips on youtube.com. Just search Let Them Eat Bread and you'll find all of our content. Alright guys, see you next time. Bye for now.